I don't think that tech is everyone that can really go into tech, although there is something in tech that will be for you, either coding or non-coding. Hi guys. my inner Gen Z is coming out. I hope you love my dress too. I went to dress fine for you people today. Anyway, my name is Oluwayeti. If you are new here, welcome to this channel. Welcome to this tribe. I hope you will stay. I hope that you will not leave us. I hope you will subscribe. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for trusting me to deliver. Thank you to those who like my videos, who share. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get into the meat and the potatoes of this video. So this one is from a frequently asked question. Yeti, I want to get into the tech industry. Which field is right for me? Finally, I'll be able to share this video to those who ask me these questions, because honestly, if I get $1 million for how many times I get this question, I'll probably go and buy my yacht right now. But anyway, yes, I decided to do this video because I believe it's going to be beneficial for those who are considering a career in tech and want to transition and don't know which one they should go for. So let me lean forward so that we speak eyeball to eyeball.
Can you imagine? Wow.
So what's the first thing that you should do? The first thing you should do is to write your current skills. So go to your CV, right? Look at the skills that you have, and if you are maybe a fresh graduate, look at the industry you have come from. What are the skills that are very, very essential to your field that you believe that you possess? Start from where you are. Write those current skills. Speak to colleagues. Speak to your classmates. In fact, take personality test, take psychometric test. I'm going to be putting them in the comment section. Even for me, that I've been in the industry and all of that, I take this psychometric test from time to time because they reveal your strengths. In fact, I'll put them in the comment section, but the one I love most is the 16 personality test, which after it explains yourself to you, it would also let you know the kind of career that you should consider having. Because I don't think that tech is everyone that can really go into tech, although there is something in tech that will be for you,
Unless you want to enjoy the money alone.
either coding or non-coding. So start with your current skills, list them. If it's that you have communication skills, you are analytical, you have good attention to details, you are a people person, you are charismatic leader, you have good leadership skills, you have interpersonal skills, list those skills that you have, because we are all different, and that is what makes the world a really better place, because in our differences we are able to make this world interesting and work for us by contributing our skills here and there. So list your current skills first. Ask your friends, ask your colleagues, have a journal. This is something that you need a journal for. So in fact, number one should be get a journal. If you don't have a book beside you as you watch this video, please get something to write. Honestly, you will need it for this video. So get a journal. That's number one. Number two is list your current skills. Start from where you are. A lot of mistakes beginners make is that they overthink it, like, oh, can I do this? But see, there are actually skills that by the time you list those skills, some of them are transferable to the skills that you would be leaning on, depending on whichever career path you decide to go. So number one is start with your skills. Ask your colleagues to give them maybe 10 list of skills and ask them, pick the top 5 that you think talks about me. Ask your classmates, if maybe you're a fresh graduate, ask your classmates, what are your skills? Take psychometric test, take personality test. In fact, that one, I cannot overemphasize how important it is to take this personality test, because they reveal and expand who you are and your strengths to you. And in fact, the one I'm going to put the link in the description, but there's one I really love, which is the 16 personality test. I remember the day I took that test, I was like, how can something describe me so much like this? In fact, I was happy that when it was describing the things that I should consider, I found some things that I already do in my current role. So take a psychometric test. Ask your colleagues, give them like maybe 15 skills, maybe communication skills, interpersonal skills, maybe you're a charismatic leader, you are the person, you're a people person, you are extroverted, you are somebody that you're analytical, you are very logical in your thinking. Those skills, they are very important for all of these steps, and you see them coming into play. So list the current skills that you have. Number one is that you have your journal. Number two is list the current skills that you have, list them all, and do psychometric test. Look at the strengths that it says about you and list them all out. Number three is go to Google and look at the tech roles that we have. So don't divide it into coding or non-coding yet. There are many tech roles, so I don't want to start mentioning them. So there would be, project manager, product manager, UI UX, which is like product designer, front-end engineer, back-end engineer, data analyst, system administrator, cyber security engineer. So there are many of them, right? So look at the, tech roles that are available, and then this takes a lot of work. So I would say prepare for the work ahead of you. Now, for each of them that kind of jumps at you, look at the skills that are required. So let's talk. As a data scientist, one of the skills that are required is, of course, you must know how to code. There are certain things that you will know, in terms of like programming languages and libraries that you would work with. But there are also soft skills, which I believe that is what I'm talking about. Like soft skills, like you must be a good communicator, you must be a good storyteller, you must be somebody that is very analytical in their thinking, you must be somebody that is very, you pay attention to details, you must be somebody that is very curious about things. Like you always want to find out solutions to things. You are very curious. If something is, there are some people, they are not curious. If they say this thing is this, they just take it as that. But there are some of us that we want to know the deep of that thing. So if you have this curiosity mindset about things, those are skills that is required for you to excel as a data scientist. So when you look at those soft skills for each of these tech roles, you then compare it with the skills that you already possess and look for where there is alignment. So that's the number 3 thing you want to do. Look at where there is alignment, but don't stop there, which brings me to the first step. The first step is, now when you see some of them where you are aligning, go to YouTube, this same YouTube where you are watching me, come to YouTube and type a day in the life of a data scientist. Like those roles that you see that you are aligned, a day in the life of a software engineer. Listen to about 5 people talk about what they do at work. Some people talk, there are some things they don't mention, but you already deduce it from what they are saying. So try to get what is behind the thing that they do, how come they are excelling at these skills, because that will really help you to now ascertain that, oh, I actually pay attention to details, oh, I actually have good analytical skills. Because you would have, from when they share about their life from like 5 people, you would deduce already the kind of skills that have made them to be where they are. Go to LinkedIn, check out data scientists, data analysis, go to their skills section. So if you don't know, on LinkedIn profile, there's a place you can list your skills section. Look at their top 5 skills and try to see if that still resonates with you. So this thing is a lot of question and answer. Am I like this? Do I have this? Do I have? You are basically researching, and it is very important, because just jumping into any tech role is not good for you. You want to do something that aligns with who you are, with the skills that you already possess. Now the 5th step is to then pick like the top 3 that you've seen. So you've looked at skills that you have, you've looked at various tech roles, and you've picked like maybe the top 5 that align with your skills. You've seen people who are already doing some of those roles and the skills that they possess from their a day in in the life of this or that, and you've checked LinkedIn to see their top skills, and you can say, oh, I think I'm suitable for business analyst. After that, don't just jump and say yes, business analyst. It is try to find someone in your circle, try to reach out to someone in that field, like maybe on LinkedIn. It may not be one person, maybe two of them, and say, oh, these are the things that I love to do, these are the things that I like, and I'm considering a career in this. What do you think about it? They may not answer you, they may answer, which is fine. In fact, if you ever encounter that, please feel free to come back to this video and put your skills in the comment section. I'm happy to help you, look at what you have and say, oh, this is, of course, I'm not a career coach per se, but I've done this for many people, and I don't think any of them have come back to say, oh, you gave me a wrong career path or something. Because if I don't know, I'm honestly going to tell in the comment section, oh, it's like your one is Bula Balu. I don't know which one is for you, but hopefully I'll be able to help. So put it in the comment section. I don't even have to be the one to help. It may be others that would say, oh, I think you should check out this role, because it may be suitable for you. So do that. Consult people who are there and try to get their view. Don't just go and start applying for boot camp and be paying for what you have no idea what it's about. You need to research. You need to understand that this thing is your life. You take it serious, right? So you need to do that. When you've done that, then you can start looking out for what boot camp do I join, what certification do I need to take, how do I build my CV, how do I build my portfolio such that I am now ready for job applications. And there's a video that I did on how you can select the right bootcamp, the mistakes, like the bootcamps you should avoid. So I'll put the link right there. Make sure you watch that as well, because it will be very, very crucial for you and very valuable for you to actually watch that video before you now make a decision of this is the one that I should go for. Because now we have a lot of these boot camps coming up, a lot of companies that are now training and teaching people, which is really good. However, it's not all of them that are good for you. Some of them you need to make your research to be sure that you are putting your money in the right place. So the next thing is to consider those bootcamp. And in fact, I did another video of how you can start with free courses. Don't just jump into the bootcamp. You can find a free bootcamp online, or a free course online. There's edX, there's Coursera. You can find those ones online and take a free course first. You can even find one on YouTube and just go through it to understand what that field is about, because this thing takes a lot of refinement. You can just after taking those free courses, you can just see that it's like this one is not for me. You understand? So even though you've done some skills refinement and all of that, you may just start the process and see that I don't think this is for me. I've seen someone like that who went from starting as I think they wanted to start as a data analyst and all of that, and they ended up in project management because they discovered that they really liked that one. And how did they do that? The person was in my community. They were following the roadmap that we had created, and then they discovered that this thing is not for me. And then they had like a career consultation with me, and this was what I did with them, although much more in depth. And then we discovered okay, project management is what they should do. So that's something that I would advise. Start with something that is free, that exposes you to what that thing is about, just in case you see that this thing is not, I don't have interest in it. So I would advise you to do that. So once you've taken a free course, you can then, maybe there's a certification, because for project management there's like PMP, for business analysts there are certifications. So after that, you can then go for a boot camp where you can take some courses such that you do some certifications. Not all tech roles require certifications, like data analyst, for instance, do not, data scientist do not, product designer, you just need to start building your portfolio. So you could just decide to go and get a certification if yours require that, and you will know from your research, right? So after that, the next thing that you then need to do is to join a relevant community. So if you have any interest in data and you have not joined that community, you are missing out a lot. Please look at the links in the description. It will be there, or I'll pin it to the comments how you can join the community. So join relevant community where there are like minds of people who are also struggling like you, beginners who are trying to understand stuff and all of that. So because that will sharpen you up, that will help you to see things beyond what you are learning. That will also help you to know that whatever issue you are facing, because some lingua will be new to you, you are not the only one. Some others are also facing the same thing. The power of community is very important. There are many of them. You can check. You can start from LinkedIn to check, and then if you are in any community group, and you believe that members of this channel should be there, put it in the comment section. Of course, don't take my people away. Don't take my people to your own community. So I'm talking about if it is not data, maybe UI UX or product designer or stuff like that, please put it in the comment section. So if you have that, please make sure you share that as well. So join relevant communities, because it is going to be helping you in this journey. Once you've done that, join community, you are taking the courses, you are building your portfolio, you are taking the certification and stuffs like that, the next thing you want to do is, of course, apply for internships or like graduate entry, like entry roles. So internships are one of the best ways to start. And if you're already in a company that is tech driven and you know that role exists in your company, let HR know that, oh, I'm hoping to transition to this company. Let your line manager know. Hopefully they are not from hell. Let them know that they should help you to look out for roles and that are open, so that you can prepare yourself. And if possible, try to network with people who are already in that role in your company and let them know what you are doing as well. So that is really how you should go about it. And I would like to end with this: give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Sometimes you will find yourself on a path and you will realize that I thought it was for me, but it is not for me. Give yourself grace. There is a lot of refinement that will go on in this process. So be graceful to yourself. Give yourself time. Don't overwhelm and don't overthink things. Just this is what I think I should do. Do it, because there's something about failing fast. If you do not try, you do not fail. And there's something about failing fast. So you are able to know that this one is not for me. Okay, what's the next one? Let me pick up that as well. So give yourself grace through this process. And I hope you found this helpful. I'm rooting for you. I hope that this would help you to finally sit down and no longer be confused on which tech role should I go for. If you found this helpful, please give a like button so that we get the word out there for those who are in your category. I believe this is something that they should watch to guide them. And do not forget to subscribe. If you've not subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? Is my Gen Z behavior not is it not convincing you enough to know that this place will be fun? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't let me waste your time anymore. Bye. See you until next time.